What is up? It is Jim here. Today I have a new gun for you guys. This is a very special gun. This is a recreation of my very first Lego gun. So yeah, it might not be the prettiest thing, but it is the first gun that I actually built. I have no clue what this was supposed to be based off of. I can tell you that the day I made this, it was in 2009. And I had just played Call of Duty with some of my best friends, and I'm assuming that it's a gun that's from the game that they asked me to make, and this is what I did. I can't really say what it resembles at all, but yeah, it is the first gun that I ever made. It was really hard to actually be able to remember everything that I did, but I'm very certain that this is the first gun that I ever built. I do remember building this, destroying it, rebuilding it, destroying it several times, so I would almost like memorize how to make it if I had to make it another time, I guess. I don't know. It was strange. So, first off, I'd like to point out that there's supposed to be 3 of these truss pieces, but I don't really have 3 of these anymore. I don't know where they've gone. But at least I had one of them to show off apparently how I thought a good stock looked like. This one, of course, is not stable whatsoever. It just breaks immediately. So it is just a kind of stick at the back with some truss pieces on it, and that's, I guess, a stock. You can't really lean on it at all. It's not really smoothed out whatsoever. Here we have the grip, which I, to be honest, couldn't remember if I made it this big or if it was literally just a square. I'm assuming it was actually just a square, but I could remember while building that it should have had these like smoothing parts on it because I thought it got really rough on the hands. Of course, it is a bit smaller. I was a bit smaller in 2009 than I am now, so you can see the whole gun is really much bigger than my hands. This is the working trigger. I believe this is based off of the type of triggers that people used to use before, which is just the like clicky hinge piece. I'm not too sure what they're called. I know people such as Fire Scorpion used to use them before, and perhaps my different username as well back in that time. So it does, I mean, it does work. You can pull it and everything and it moves. It does get stuck sometimes though, but that's just because of the type of clicky thing that's up there. So the magazine does come out. It's attached by a stud. No mag release, of course. I mean, I didn't even have a working trigger mechanism. That didn't come before like 3 years after. But yeah, it is mainly just these like large pieces. I had these from the Harry Potter sets. There's some tape residue, of course, but does just go into the mag well like so. Doesn't go very far, just goes right up here. Here's the charging handle, which as you can see, you can just see right through here. It's literally just a 2x6 plate with some tiles and a rubber band attached. To be fair, I don't think I had a rubber band before when I made this, but I just added one just for now, because it's how it's supposed to be. This is, again, I'm assuming is something from Call of Duty. I don't remember which Call of Duty game it was even that we played, but it probably did have an attachment on it, so that's some type of red dot or something. No iron sights whatsoever. Can't even see a rail on top. The handguard is just a square with some plates on the sides. That's it. There's nothing to it. It's just standard plain and has these 2x16 plates, which I used a ton, and I still actually use a ton. I do love these plates to death. So here we have the barrel, which just has a little spinny tire rim, really old Lego rim that's on the front there. And yeah, there's nothing, literally nothing else to it. There's no safety switches, no details, nothing fancy. This was just from a, I guess you could say, Lego Basics set, but at the same time it did have these colors. I'm not too sure, but yeah, that is my little trip down to memory lane. I do have a few pictures and actually videos of old guns that I did back in 13, 15, all those years, that are just saved on Google Photos. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can try to recreate some of that and maybe eventually release some of it, but we'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys. Goodbye. Nice and sturdy, not bad.